It is the Colton Coleman Show on ESPN Radio. It is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive's biggest discount is finally here.
Good afternoon and welcome to Salem, Virginia in the C. Homer Bass Center, where today the Maroons get set to take on the number 5 ranked team in the nation, the Marlins of Virginia Wesleyan. Hi everybody, this is Rick Seidel. Delighted to have you with me as Roanoke looks to get back on the winning track after a loss at Guilford this past Wednesday by the final score of 89 to 72. The Maroons played the Marlins very tough down at the Batten Center down at Virginia Beach. A close ball game with the Marlins pulling away at the end for the 75-59 victory behind 22 points from Chris Astorga. For the Maroons, Quasi Imponsal, Logan Singleton, both in double figures in that ball game. They are the leading scorers for this team over the course of the season. Roanoke's been playing better. Jack Hamilton's been getting a little bit more of his shots to drop. The Maroons have been turning the ball over less. They did a much better job down at Guilford. Only 13 turnovers in that ball game. And so they'll need to take care of the basketball today against a very aggressive, very athletic Marlins team that will look to get up and down the floor. And they are a talented group. Right now, we'll take this break and be back with more pregame. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true.
All breaks,
Smart
Eric.
And solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
And welcome back as the band plays on here, entertaining the crowd, filing in for this afternoon's ball game. As we talk about the Marlins, overall they have a record of 17-2 on the year. They are 9-1 in ODAC play. Their lone loss coming at home against Guilford a couple of weeks ago. This is a very athletic team, as I mentioned. Donald Vaughn in the post is one of the players that has really grown up over the course of his tenure in Virginia Beach and is providing an offensive presence as well as being a very good shot blocker and rebounder. The one to really watch, DJ Woodmore, their best all-around player, very long, very athletic, can shoot the three, can slash to the basket, and also has developed a mid-range game. He is the full package and is looking to be an all-conference player by the end of this season, no question. Additionally, they take care of the basketball. Virginia Wesleyan leads the league in turnover margin at +6. Roanoke, by contrast, at -4, down near the bottom of the standings at number 10 in the conference. So that will be a key to this afternoon's contest. Right now, we're going to take this time out and be back with the head coach of the Marlins, Dave Macedo, in just a moment. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Marlins head coach Dave Macedo. And Dave, congratulations on the number 5 ranking in the country and having such a fine season so far. What have the keys been for this ball club this year to date?
Well, for us, our group, it's been togetherness. I think on both ends of the court, off the court, I think you can see a lot of chemistry, a lot of closeness, and I think it translates into some pretty good team defense at times, and guys taking good shots and getting one another's shots. And we really like the makeup of this group, but we know we're capable of hopefully playing better, and we're going to need to.
Well, one of the things that jumps off the stat sheet is you got 4 guys averaging in double figures. A lot of balance this year. Absolutely, and hopefully there's it's a situation where on any given night each one of them can step up and make some plays, and we're going to need playmakers this time of year. But we've had a pretty balanced attack, and credit those guys for being unselfish and kind of just making sure that nobody worries about who gets the credit. They're all in it for one reason. Now, one thing about your teams over the years, there's always some sort of athletic, electric, slashing wing kind of player, and DJ Woodmore gives you great perimeter play as well as going to the basket. He does. DJ's a special young man, special player in so many ways, and he's just coming into his own, and I think his best basketball is still ahead of him, and we're going to certainly look forward to that. We enjoy coaching him, and just glad we got him for another 2 years, and hopefully he can finish strong this year. Another thing that we've seen from your ball club throughout your tenure at Virginia Wesleyan is mentoring post players. And Donald Vaughn is another one that gave a little bit of time to the freshman and kind of worked his way up the ladder. He has. Donald has really developed and added onto his game each year, and he's added something new. And now I think he's an all-conference type player, a perennial go-to guy, and somebody we count on for that leadership and that inside presence. And he's done a nice job over the years of just getting better and better and working at it. So I think his work ethic and how he attacks the basket speaks for itself. You mentioned earlier about the team defense, your team forcing over almost 6 more turnovers per game than you commit. That's really been a key to your success. It is. I think anytime you can get stops or score off your D or make it easier for you and get out and run and play to your strengths, and we've been able to play to our strengths sometimes, and when we haven't, you could see it. It's kind of a lull, and hopefully we can keep that up. And it's not like your team hasn't been tested playing in the ODAC. Well, the ODAC speaks for itself. I mean, what can you say? Every game is a battle. You got to be a fighter in this league, and every coach has a different style. Every coach works hard. I mean, it's just grueling. And I'll tell you, we're just worn down. You got to be like a machine this time of year. So how about this Roanoke team today? Another test, another challenge for you. A team that played you tough down at the Batten Center. They sure did. I mean, we got out rebounded by 9. I think Quasi and Logan are the go-to guys. They got theirs against us, and the other guys stepped up and made plays. So, it wasn't easy. And I could tell you that they're going to be ready, and they're going to give us a good fight, so we're going to have to play well. So what are the keys going to be for your team today? Well, I think it starts, I just said, rebounding. I mean, we got out rebounded by 9. I think that's something you can't do. And then I think we need to go out there and I think take away their strengths. They got 2 go-to guys that just make plays and make shots. And we can slow them down and play in our game and hopefully attack their zone a little bit. We might have some good success, but we're going to have to do those things. Well, thanks, Dave. Always a pleasure visiting with you. You look very dapper in your suit today, and best of luck. Thanks a lot, Rick. That's Dave Macedo, head coach at Virginia Wesleyan. We'll take this break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com. For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you here from the press box high atop the floor here in the Bass Center as we turn our attention to Roanoke College. And the Maroons struggling this year, 6-14 overall. They are 2-9 in conference play. And it has not been for lack of effort. There's no question about that. This team plays hard every night out. Coach Moore has been proud of that, but they've not been able to. Earlier in the year, it was a struggle to finish games. And lately, it's been a struggle with consistency and turnovers. Mentioned earlier, Roanoke 10th in the league in turnover margin at -4 per ball game. The Maroons now currently tied at the bottom of the standings with Bridgewater with a 2-8 conference record, while Wesleyan sits virtually with an opposite mark at 8-1 atop the league in conference play. Roanoke features two of the top 5 scorers in the ODAC in Logan Singleton and Quasian Ponsai, averaging 18 points and 15.5 points respectively. And they will need all their firepower today if they're going to come up with an upset win here against Virginia Wesleyan. Not too many years ago, Roanoke knocked off Virginia Wesleyan when they came in here highly ranked. Marcus Fitch and his mates went down in defeat against the Maroons, so Roanoke going to try and pull the upset once again here today. They'll have to do it without Zach Barrett, who's out with a concussion. Andrew Daniels has been out for some time with illness, and so they're going to be looking for bench players to step up and fill a role at that wing position. So we'll see what kind of creative lineups Coach Moyer comes up with today to counteract Virginia Wesleyan's athleticism, having to go down his bench more than usual. For Roanoke, this is an opportunity to try and put some momentum into the coffers. It has been a struggle this year for Roanoke College. Come up with a big win earlier last Saturday against Eastern Mennonite on the road. This team has played well on the road and has struggled actually more at home. They've been getting a nice contribution from Daniel Eco, who's become a starter for them. He's starting his 6th ball game today, the freshman big man that allows Logan Singleton some versatility, an opportunity to step outside, hit the threes, as well as work on the inside. So we'll see how it pans out today. It plays out today. Right now, we're going to take this time out. We'll be back with the Maroons head coach in just a moment. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College is proud to serve the Roanoke Valley. For over 150 years, thousands of local students have attended Roanoke College as the largest single group at the college. They have gone on to distinguished careers as cabinet officers, congressmen, judges, teachers, physicians, entrepreneurs, and church leaders. Their students have gone on to perform tens of thousands of hours of community service in the Valley. They believe that serving the leadership and the educational needs of the Valley is their priority. Roanoke College, higher education, higher expectations.
And welcome back, and I'm now joined by Roanoke head coach Paige Moore. And Paige, tough ball game. When you ran into a buzzsaw as Gabe Louder goes 10 for 11 from three-point range down at Guilford, but it was a really good ball game.
It was a great game. We played hard. He went off, and we're watching the film, and he got a couple of easy looks early, then he hit a bunch in people's faces, and gets that hot. I've never witnessed a 10 for 11 from the three. And I'm sorry I had to see it on the other team, but I did for the first time in about 30 years of coaching.
So you did get some good production. Logan Singleton had a nice ball game for you offensively.
He did. Logan had a big game. Quasi had a very solid game, 7 assists. And we played hard, so the effort wasn't an issue. Just ran into a team that played really well on the road. We need to rebound a little bit better. We need to be a little more patient, try to get the ball in the post a little more than what we did. And hopefully we'll address some of those concerns today.
Well, one of the things that had been an issue throughout most of the season is taking care of the basketball, but only 13 turnovers in the game.
Definitely, and that's better. We weren't forcing things, and I feel a lot better about our offense, and it's starting to come around a little bit as far as making better decisions, and that's going to be key coming down the stretch here if we want to try to make a move up the standings in the ODAC.
Well, and your ball club in this game, you were continually looking for another scorer. We've talked about that throughout the course of the year. And still, only 2 guys in double figures. Yeah, and
we are getting bench scoring though. I mean, Jack and Clay are leading the charge. Zach Barrett, of course, had a couple of great games. Now he's out now with a concussion, so someone else is going to get to step into those roles hopefully. But our bench has been good. We need a couple of those guys to step up and consistently do it every single game. That we seem to have some on and off nights with some different guys. But it's a good group, and again, we need to find that 3rd and 4th scorer averaging in double figures.
Well, one other thing would probably help you is if some of your big guys can stay out of foul trouble, as Daniel Eco in particular has been having some struggles.
Well, that's part of being a freshman, too, and learning the ropes. And Daniel's really given us a lot of production. He rebounds. He's tough. He can score in the post when he gets you one-on-one in the post. So he's doing a lot of good things, but he's going to foul. It's part of being a very strong, hard-nosed freshman.
So let's look at the ball game today. You take on the number 5 ranked team in the nation, Virginia Wesleyan, a team you gave quite a good ball game to down in at the Batten Center in Virginia Beach. I mean, they've only lost 2 ball games over the course of the season. Well,
I mean, they deserve their ranking. I think this team, as I said back down there, is as good as, I think, better than the team that won the national title for them now. That you got to have some luck when you're heading down towards the tournament. I think they've got an opportunity to be that good again. I think The reason being is they're so versatile. They've got 5 guys averaging close to double figures. They've got 5 of their top 6 that shoot threes better than 35%. That's incredible statistically. When you look at their stats, it's scary. We're going to have to really hustle on defense. We're going to have to get back in transition and make them shoot over us, but sometimes that's still not enough. They can shoot the heck out of it, and they're very long and very physical and a very tough team.
So it's going to be a tough ball game today, and I guess those are the keys to the contest. We wish you the best of luck and see if the Maroons can pull the big upset.
We're going to get after it. We've got a great opportunity today. We've got a rebound like we did down there. If we just turn the ball over less, we'll give ourselves a good opportunity.
All right, Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer will take this break and be back here listening to Roanoke College basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
Does your company need banquet or meeting room facilities? If so, have you thought of the Salem Civic Center? Maybe you should,
Probably get away
because
with
the Salem
just a
Civic
30
Center
here.
can
Let's
handle a small group of 6 or an event of 2,000. 6 meeting rooms are...
Welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you here at the Bass Center as we're almost set for the starting lineups here for this afternoon's game between the number 5 ranked team in the nation and the Roanoke College Maroons. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd, so we will do so as well for you right now. First of all, for the visitors from Virginia Beach, at one guard, leading the team in assists with 83, a 5'11 junior from Falls Church, Virginia, and Jeb Stewart High School. Number 3, Trey Ford. At the other guard, number 1, DJ Widmore. Number 2 in the ODAC, right behind Emplin San, scoring at 18 points per ball game. Donald Vaughn, number 00, averages 7 rebounds per game to lead the team. 6'5 senior from Woodbridge. Number 11 is Chris Astorga, a 6'5 junior from Suffolk, Virginia. And Astorga on the season, another of those double-figure scores at 15.3 points per game. And finally, at 11 points per game, number 32, Chris Teasley, a 6'3 junior from Newport News, Virginia. Dave Macedo is the head coach of the Wesleyan program. The Marlins with a record of 17-2 overall and 9-1 in ODAC play. And now for your Roanoke College Maroons, at one guard, leading the team in assists with 56, number 4, Ethan Humphreys, 5'10 sophomore from Buchanan, Virginia, and James River High School. Number 11 is Quasi Imponsad, the league leader in scoring with just over 18 points per ball game. He's a 6-foot junior from Woodbridge, Virginia, and Garfield High School. Yes, and Imponsad leads the team in steals as well with 52. Adam Kessler wears number 14, averages 5 points per game, a 6'3 senior from Norfolk, Virginia. The freshman getting his 6th start of the year today. Number 30, Daniel Eco, averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds. The 6'8 freshman is from Richmond, Virginia. And finally, from Hidden Valley High School here in Roanoke, the leading rebounder on the team at 7 per contest. Number 34, Logan Singleton, the senior, stands 6'8". Roanoke coached by Paige Moyer in his 23rd season in charge of the Maroons program. Wesleyan wearing their road blue with silver numerals and white trim. The Maroons will be in their home whites with maroon numerals and black trim. Our officials for the ball game, our referee is Mitch Anders, assisted by Lewis Foreman and Justin Qualls. The Maroons still huddled around Coach Moyer. The Marlins have already taken to the floor. Woodmore wearing the navy blue headband, as we've often seen the Marlins wearing headbands over the years. Teams shaking hands. Rooney, the Roanoke mascot, on hand this afternoon, accompanying the pep band over in the far corner. And we are just about set to go. Eco jumping up against Vaughn. Tip will be knocked out of bounds and belong to, let's see, they'll give it to Virginia Wesleyan. So Wesleyan will get the chance to draw first blood, moving left to right here in the first half. Out top. Shot on the way from Astorga is short and rebounded by Woodmore. Took it away from Eco. Kick it over on the left side for Ford behind the arc. Humphreys in his shirt. Roanoke opening man-to-man. And Kessler with the steal to the pass, on the pass to the wing, driving left side to the basket, lays it up and in. Adam Kessler always provides energy and intensity when he's on the floor. Comes up with the first points of the ball game. Out top, Ford, right side, it goes into Teasley, down low for Vaughn, who goes around Eco, misses the wide open layup. Looked like he was going to dunk it and decided just to flip it up with two hands and missed the shot. Down low, Eco at the other end off the Humphreys feed. Ball gets kicked out of bounds by Vaughn as Eco would have had an easy layup. The Maroon basketball right of the basket on the baseline. Humphreys will put it in play. Here it comes to Kessler. Spins to the middle, scoops it up, and scores again with the finger roll. Nice little inbounds play for the Maroons, and Roanoke leads 4-0. We've played just over a minute. Ford out front, gives to Teasley right side, thinking about the three. Marlins has a team shooting 37% from downtown, which is a solid percentage. Teasley looks inside, finds Astorga, gets it back on the wing right, driving on the baseline. Eco helps, floater is good. Got around Singleton. So it's 4-2. Roanoke on the attack. And finger roll good by Amponsa on a back cut down the middle of the lane. Eco with a nice pass from the foul line, and Roanoke's up 6-2. And Dave Macedo quickly calls a 30-second timeout, and he is not a happy coach right now. Teasley with the field goal at the other end for Weslyan, and Roanoke up 6-2 early. Nice to see the Maroons get off to a good start. They have struggled early in ball games. 18-16 to go in the first half. Pep band, always a great thing to have here at the Bass Center. Really adds to the atmosphere as we have folks continuing to file in here. The Marlins having made the 5-hour drive from Virginia Beach to play today. Ford will jog it across the timeline. Roanoke going to pick him up man-to-man in the person of Humphreys out near midcourt. Out top, Vaughn driving on Eco. Amponsa helps. Vaughn out front it comes. And it's Astorga handing to Teasley, top of the key. Singleton stuck on a pick. Can't get the shot, though. Roanoke switching on a lot of these screens. Woodmore left side from 15. Long on the shot. Eco with a one-handed grab. Ahead to Kessler. Down the right sideline. They'll slow it up. Eco going to set a ball screen left. Kessler going to drive, dump it underneath for Singleton for the reverse layup, and he scores. Roanoke playing under control nicely so far in this game and leads 8-2. Teasley out front, forward left side. Woodmore looking inside for Vaughn, not going to give it to him. Now Woodmore, open three from the left side, got it. Wide open shot for DJ Woodmore, and it's an 8-5 game. Lead cut in half. 3 minutes gone by. Amponsa, head of the lane, fakes the three, looking for help. Into Eco. Eco will drive right side. Jump hook off the glass and down from about 10 feet away, high off the window. Eco scores, and Roanoke back up by 5, 10-5. 16:49 first half. Ford goes inside for Astorga, and the ball goes off his mitts and out of bounds. Zip the pass into the middle of the lane, and I don't think Astorga was even expecting the ball, let alone a pass that hot. And substitutes for Virginia Wesleyan. Number 14, Art Crew, comes on, and also number 40, Rakeem Davis. Crew handling Humphreys out top. Humphreys will drive all the way to the basket, left side, and make the layup. Roanoke scoring all their points in the paint so far, I believe, or almost all their points in the paint. So Humphreys getting into the offensive act. Roanoke with 5 players who have scored. 3 from the left side by Teasley's an air ball. Singleton rebounds. Roanoke looks to run up by 7. As Kessler tries to bounce at Eco, cutting to the basket. The ball is kicked. It'll be Roanoke basketball. Maroons still with the starters on the floor. Astorga, Teasley, and Woodmore out there along with the subs, Crew and Davis. Kessler on the far side looking to get it in. Finally finds Humphreys. And Punsa, top of the key, outside the arc. Gets a screen right. They switch on it. Kessler will drive left, get up behind Teasley, and get fouled as he jams the ball up underneath the basket, between the rim and the basket. And they're going to call a push, and Kessler will get 2. They'll give Teasley the foul. First foul of the ball game, 15:56 to go in the half. Kessler to the free throw line. Adam this year, 61% from the stripe. First one on the way, long. Kessler had 7 points and 11 rebounds against Virginia Wesleyan down in Virginia Beach earlier this year. Second free throw, short but curls over the lip and drops through. 13-5 our score, largest lead of the game. Crew, top of the key. Roanoke now in the 2-3 zone, changing the look a little bit. Teasley over to Crew, left side, looks to drive, can't. Now it's Woodmore over on the far side. Out top, Crew driving, dishing. Teasley 3 up and in over Humphreys. Teasley with 5 points to lead the Marlins. It's 13-8, 15:27 to go before intermission. Roanoke right to left in the first half. Singleton open left side from downtown. No. Short, easy rebound for Davis. Ahead to Woodmore, left side. Amponsa picks his pocket. Quasi down the right side to the rack, lays it up and scores. 15-8, 15:04 mark. Roanoke has led the entire game. Woodmore, left corner, open from downtown. Bullseye. His second three-point field goal of the ball game. Woodmore shooting just 39% from beyond the three-point line. But it cuts the lead to 4, 15-11. Kessler will drive left side. No. Nice defense by Teasley. Trying to find Eco in the block. Can't. Now it's Amponsai out front. Down low it goes to Kessler, right side. 15 to shoot. Singleton steps out top of the key. To Amponsai, left wing outside 3. Shot clock down to 8. Amponsai launches from downtown. It's short. Long rebound out to Teasley, head of the lane. Marlins looking to run. Roanoke's back. Oh, Davis gets fouled by Kessler as Davis slipped behind the defense, left of the basket. And a nice little lob pass underneath. Kessler picks up the first foul of the game for the Maroons. It'll be a pair of free throws here for Rakeem Davis. Davis has not been to the line. Wait. And he misses the first one long. Let's check that. No, has not been to the free throw line this year. That's his first trip. That seems hard to believe. We'll double check our stats here. Second one on the way. It's good. Well, Davis on our stat sheet now is 13 of 26 coming in, so 50%, which is what we see on that offering. Jack Hamilton on for the Maroons. Finds Amponsah cutting the basket right baseline for another layup. Amponsah has 6, 17 to 12. Ford back on the ball, in the ball game, running things along with Vaughn. Ford will take the 3, miss it off left, rebound tipped, and it will go out of bounds to the Maroons as Teasley tipped it out. Roanoke has substituted Clay Lacey out of Cave Spring High School and Jack Hamilton. And now Julian Ramirez is going to come in for Ethan Humphreys. But we have a timeout on the floor. 17-12 our score. Roanoke on top of the number 5 team in the nation with 13:39 to play. In the first half, we'll step aside and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic. for tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Bass Center as the pep band entertains the crowd here. Maroons fans enjoying a 17-12 lead. Roanoke is led by as many as 8 in the contest. They have not trailed in the ballgame. Virginia Wesleyan, a team that loves to play in transition. So far, Roanoke shooting a very hot 8 of 10 from the field, and most of those have been at the rim. And if you've got to take the ball out of the basket to start your offense, in transition into offense, it's going to slow down the pace of the game. So Roanoke's shooting has really helped as the Maroons inbound to Amponsah. Quasi will jog it into the front court against Ford. Bring it to the left side to Kessler. Ramirez out high. Ramirez, just a freshman, came in at mid-season, semester break. Amponsah drives, dishes. Ramirez has a shot blocked from behind by Vaughn. Vaughn, an outstanding shot blocker, comes up with one there, and the Marlins recover the loose ball. Teasley drives right, kick it out to Vaughn at the elbow against Hamilton. Leans in, gets the foul on Hamilton and the bucket. Go to the line for a chance for the three-point play. Hamilton's first, team second. Stefan Vulovic will come in for Kessler now for Roanoke. Vaughn is second in the conference in blocked shots with 31. And Long on the free throw, rebounded by Amponsah. 17-14, Marlins back to within 3. Lacey down the middle of the lane from Hamilton. Lay it up and one. Very unselfish play. A nice give and go as Lacey down the middle found Hamilton on the left side. Cut to the basket. Hamilton returned the favor, and Lacey will get a chance for the three-point play. So Lacey will toe the stripe. Clay this year, 71% from the line. Connects on that one as well. Nice touch, nice form. And he's in the scorebook now with 3 points on the game. Roanoke back up by 6, 20-14. Under 13 minutes to go before intermission. Again, this is a slower paced game favoring the Maroons. 2-3 zone now for Roanoke. Astorga back on to Woodmore on the left side. Amponsah really working hard to cover up shooters out front. Woodmore open, left side, short on the 3, rebound tipped. Hamilton took it away from Vaughn. Roanoke doing a nice job on the glass. Lacey left wing behind the arc. Out top to Ramirez, 20 to shoot. Over to Amponsah, right side, looks to drive, foul line, duck underneath, put it up, drew contact, banks it in, was trying to get the foul. Does not get the call, but does get the basket. Off balance, ducking under after contact, and he banks it home. Woodmore, right side now beyond the arc. Goes over to Ford on the left side. Penetration kick out to Teasley. Won't take the 3. Down low to Vaughn. Vaughn against Hamilton. Ducks underneath left side. Off the back of the rim. No good. Lacey rips down the rebound. Roanoke matches its largest lead at 8, 22-14. As Ramirez throws it away, trying to find Amponsah. Quasi said, that's actually my fault. I cut away from you. Teasley goes out. Kessler going to come in for Roanoke. Let's see who checked in for Virginia Wesleyan. Wesleyan with Cruz come on. Crew, Ford, Vaughn, Astorga, and Woodmore. Roanoke, Ramirez, Vulovic, Lacey, Hamilton, and Kessler. Ford grabs the ball between the circles. The pass was nearly taken away. He drives left side, goes all the way to the basket. Scoop it up, reverse layup, no good. Rebound yanked down by Hamilton. Now Ramirez in backcourt. 9 minutes gone by. Maroons up 22-14. We said at the top it was a close, hard-fought ball game down at the Batten Center. Kessler drives inside, gets loose, and makes the little runner going across the lane from left to right, and we have a timeout call. Dave Macedo is very red in the face. He is not a happy guy right now as Kessler has 7 points in the ball game, and we have a timeout call. This will be a full timeout. We will step aside. Largest lead of the game for the Maroons at 10:55 to play. First half, we're back in a moment on the Maroons Radio Network.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College Sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com. For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Seidel rejoining you as we look at some stats for you. Points in the paint. There's your 10-point differential. Roanoke with 14 points and 16 points in the paint. Virginia Wesleyan with just 4. Roanoke has been getting to the rim repeatedly in this ball game, and I'm sure that's what Dave Macedo was very unhappy about. Where is the help defense for his ball club? Maroons send Lacey, Hamilton, Vulovic, Kessler, and Ramirez out there against Vaughn, Woodmore, Crew, Ford, and Astorga. It'll be Crew to bring the ball up the court. Wesleyan moving left to right in the first half. Marlins shooting just 38%, 5 of 13. Roanoke 11 of 14. That's what happens when you can get layups. 79% early in the game here. Right corner, Astorga. Roanoke sitting in the 2-3 zone. Astorga will take the 3 over Lacey and bury it from the right wing. Coach Moyer talked in our pregame about how tough they are to defend because they have 4 guys who can really shoot it from beyond the arc. And 3 different players have scored a 3 so far in the game. Hamilton, left side, right side, gives to Ramirez. Double clutch layup, no good. Rebound taken away by the Marlins in the person of Woodmore. Ahead to Ford. 4-on-3. Left corner, Astorga for 3. Rims out. Rebound fought for. And they're going to call a jump ball between Vaughn and Lacey. And the arrow favors Roanoke College. 24-17 our score. We're halfway through the first half. Ford out and Teasley in for Virginia Wesleyan. Some man pressure in backcourt. Ramirez will bring it up himself against Crew. Give to Hamilton. Right side it goes to Vulovic. Open from 3. Swish! Roanoke finding the open man as Hamilton's man came to double as the ball came over half court. And a good pass from Ramirez to Hamilton and then to the open Vulovic. Vaughn at the other end with the jump hook, no good with the left hand. Gets his own rebound, follows it up, and won't get it to fall. Rebound Kessler, and may have walked. Yep, Mitch Anders got it. He switched pivot feet as he was kind of off balance coming down with the rebound. So Roanoke leads 27-17 as Ramirez comes out and Humphreys returns. Left baseline, Crew will trigger. Astorga can't get open cutting the basket. The next player cutting the lane is Vaughn, and he's open for the layup. Vaughn with 4. 27-19, 9:25 to play in the half. Kessler looking to drive. Down the middle he goes. All the way to the rack. Scoop shot no good against Teasley. Rebound Crew. Ahead it goes to Astorga against Humphreys. Down to Vaughn now trailing the play. Hamilton reaches in, picks up his second personal foul. Vaughn lays it in and 1. Three on the team. Vaughn now with 6 and a chance for the second time to make a 3-point play the old-fashioned way as Eco's going to come in and get Hamilton, it looks like. 9:09 first half. Hamilton takes a seat. The Maroons up by 6. Here comes Singleton as well. Lacey will go out. So the Maroons starters on the floor with the exception of Vulovic in for Amponsa. Vaughn, 3-point play opportunity, notches the free throw. Give him 7 on the ball game. And more subs for Virginia Wesleyan. Woodmore will go out. Vaughn takes a seat. Ali Brown comes in along with, can't see a number, hang on one second. I believe that's Greg Montgomery, number 34. He's turned sideways, I can't see his number. Humphreys into the front court to Kessler on the left side beyond the arc. Down low for Humphreys, wide open, couldn't handle the pass, recovers the ball after missing the layup. Gives it back to Kessler. It was a hard pass from Kessler. Humphreys rushed it a little bit, getting the ball up. Down low for Eco, right side. Turnaround jumper, in and out. Singleton tips it to himself and follows it up and in without coming back down. Singleton has 4, 29-22, 8:35 first half. Roanoke still shooting over 70% for the game, 12 of 17. Staying in the 2-3 zone. Montgomery drives left baseline, throws it out to Teasley. He'll penetrate and dump it underneath for Montgomery, who makes the layup left of the basket. Nice teamwork there. Coach Macedo talked about that in our pregame interview, how his team works well together. He really likes the chemistry of this ball club, and that was clearly a good example. Eco at the right elbow. Brown reaches over the top, picks up the personal foul, his first. Third team foul. And Vulovic comes out. Amponsah re-enters. They go into Amponsah, right side, catch, shoot, in and out, 15-footer off the baseline, inbound play. On offense, the Marlins after the rebound. Under 8 minutes to go in the half, 5-point Maroon lead. Roanoke's led by as many as 10. Ford, right side, down low it goes. Brown, out top, pass stolen away by Amponsah. 1-on-3. Quasi going to drive, scoop it up, no, but he'll go to the line. Not something you typically would see a player do. Penetrate with 3 guys back. Amponsah able to knife between 2 defenders. Amponsah goes to the free throw line. Swishes the first one. Quasi at 76% for the season. Thacker comes in for Kessler. Jordan Thacker, number 2, the redhead, former JV player for Roanoke. Astorga on for Virginia Wesleyan, and Brown goes to the bench. Second free throw, short, and rebounded by Montgomery. Singleton hits the deck. The Marlins have a 5-on-4. Ford, left corner for Teasley, around Eco, to the rack, layup, good. He's got 7, does Teasley. Tying Vaughn for high honors for the Marlins. 30-26 is the score right now. Roanoke on top. Thacker out front against Ford. Can't get a shot. Down low left for Eco. Eco muscles his way to the basket, misses the layup, gets it back, follows it up, and drops it in. He is one tough hombre. 7 minutes remaining in the half. 32-26. Tenacious inside Eco. Left corner, Astorga, double team, pass deflected, recovered by Ford. They go right side, Montgomery, thinking about a 3. Singleton doesn't bite. Montgomery drives, dishes, pass deflected by Eco, picked up by Humphreys. 3-on-3. Humphreys slows things down. Down low for Eco, right side, to the rack, pump fake against Vaughn, draws the foul. Vaughn wanted a jump ball. Eco will get a pair. First foul on Vaughn. 5th on the team. Eco shooting 62% on the season from the free throw line. And we have a timeout called. Timeout called with 6:30 remaining in the first half. 32-26 Roanoke. We'll step aside. You're listening to Roanoke College basketball on ESPN Radio.
Features only the very best, top-of-the-line imports and sports utility vehicles. Now isn't enough for most car dealers, but Brambleton Imports strives for excellence. With their own service center and available financing, Brambleton Imports guarantees you the very best in customer care, as well as a completely satisfying shopping experience before, during, and especially after your purchase. Brambleton Imports, 2916 Brambleton Avenue, Roanoke. Their business is taking care of customers.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats three.
You here from the Bass Center, 32-26. The Maroons on top of the number 5 team in the nation. And talking to Dave Macedo before the ball game, he said there are no nights off here in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference, and certainly that's been the case today as the Maroons tied for the worst record in conference play at 2-8, are giving Virginia Wesleyan all they can handle here. And the Maroons lead 32-26. Roanoke's next ball game Wednesday night down at Emory and Henry. Airtime 6:45. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. Hope you will join us for that ball game. So Eco will go to the free throw line with a pair here. And his first trip to the foul line today. Free throw up and in. And he gets them both. 34-26. Vaughn left side, right side double team out to Widmore against Humphreys. Trying to lose him on the dribble, but can't. Ford now head of the lane, over to Teasley. Thinks about a long three, takes it and makes it. That was a good 25 feet out. Teasley's second three-point field goal. He's the first Marlin in double figures with 10. In fact, the first player in the game with double figures. 34-29, under 6 minutes to go in the half. Humphreys walks it ahead against Ford into the offensive zone. Has it picked. Ford took it away. Will go all the way uncontested for the layup. And now it's a 3-point game. 5:41 to play. Implansaw drives right. Pull-up jumper on the move. No good. Rebound Vaughn. Marlins could tie it here with a 3. Quickly ahead they go to Woodmore, who runs out of bounds with the basketball. Looked like something we'll see tomorrow at the Super Bowl. A nice long pass down the sideline on a streak play. And Woodmore unable to control his momentum. Tried to call timeout as he ran out of bounds, but Mitch Anders said, "Sorry, fella, you already stepped on the baseline." So turnover for Virginia Wesleyan. Marlins actually with more turnovers than the Maroons in the ball game. 5-3. Humphreys high on the right side. Looking for help. Gives it to Implansaw. We've got an offensive foul called. I believe Eco and Vaughn were shoving each other. And will be the freshman picking up the personal foul. So here come the Marlins again, a chance to pull within 1 or tie with a 3. Woodmore against the Maroons 2-3 zone. They go right side to Teasley around Humphreys, who switches out on Astorga. He takes the 3. It's long. Teasley with the offensive board. Astorga quickly on the right side, can't get loose. And they'll pull it back out and reset against the zone. Ford back to Woodmore. Open 3. Thacker was late getting there. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Woodmore. He's got 3 field goals, all 3s. We are tied at 34. Last time we were tied was at 0. And Ford misses a 3 in over on the left corner. Singleton snares the rebound, and Thacker pushes it ahead. And Coach Moyer is going to call a 30-second timeout to talk to his ball club. Roanoke 14 of 23 from the floor, 61%. And the Marlins, who had started down under 40% early in the game, now shooting 50% themselves, 13 of 26 on the game. Leading scorers for these two teams. Imponsah has 9 for Roanoke. Teasley 10 for the Marlins. We talked about Wesleyan's balanced scoring. 4 guys averaging double figures. Right now they've got Vaughn with 7, Woodmore with 9, Teasley with 10. Astorga has been held in check. He has just 3. It will be Lacey, Singleton, Thacker, Humphreys, and Imponsah for Roanoke versus Astorga, Teasley, Woodmore, Vaughn, and let's see, Vaughn, I guess. Humphreys right side beyond the arc. To Thacker in the right corner. Hand off to Imponsah. Looks to drive in the middle. Full up jumper blocked by Teasley. Good timing by Chris Teasley. And here come the Marlins with a chance to take the lead for the first time in the game with 4 minutes to go before the half. Woodmore drives left baseline. Singleton comes over to help and may have gotten him on the arm on the hesitation layup. Let's see. Yep, they'll give the foul to Singleton. Lewis Foreman with the whistle. Singleton's first. Woodmore will go to the free throw line. Connects on the first one. Woodmore shooting 88% from the foul line. He's now in double figures with 10. And the Marlins have their first lead of the ball game. And he gets them both. So Woodmore now with 11 points to lead his ball club. The Marlins on top for the first time, 36-34, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Kessler back on for Roanoke with Ramirez, Singleton, Lacey, and Imponsah. Adam out front, yo-yo dribble, gets a screen left, spins back to the right, wants to drive, dumps underneath for Imponsah, out to Lacey on the wing left. Singleton wants it down low, gets it, left block. Turns around, ducks underneath, puts it up, no, but Astorga will pick up the personal foul. That'll be his first. Singleton will get 2. 16 fouls now against the Marlins, so Roanoke will be shooting the rest of the way. 5 team fouls against the Maroons. Hamilton, the only player in the ball game with more than 1 foul. He's got 2. Singleton goes to the line, 80% for the year. Drains that one. Logan now with 5. Had 11 points and 8 rebounds down at the Batten Center against the Marlins in the 75-59 loss. And he makes them both here. So give him 6 for the afternoon. And we are tied at 36. Woodmore out front. Gets a screen from Vaughn. Pulls the trigger. Got it. 17-footer inside the arc. And the Marlins lead once again. Woodmore starting to heat it up. He's got 13. Roanoke may come out of the zone soon. Imponsah driving down the middle. Step back. Lob underneath for Singleton. Not high enough. Woodmore tips it away. Give it ahead to Vaughn. Stolen by Ramirez. Ramirez down the floor. Goes to the basket and lays it in with the left hand off the glass. Astorga chasing. Didn't matter. Ramirez now in the books with his first basket. And we're tied at 38. Teasley right wing. Outside 3. Roanoke staying 2-3. Down low, they go to Vaughn. Vaughn goes reverse layup, left to right and scores. Got around Singleton. Vaughn with 9. He's really developed as a player over the course of his tenure at Virginia Wesleyan. The Marlins back up by 2. 2.5 to play, first half. Kessler driving left. Nice defense from Teasley. Give it back out front to Imponsah. To Singleton at the elbow against Vaughn. Backs in, jump hook, rolls around, won't go. Kessler fights for the loose ball. And deflects it off the sideline. Abe Vecito doing some coaching, some officiating rather, helping Mr. Foreman officiate the play. So the Marlins with the ball and the advantage, 40-38. As Crew looks over to the bench for the play, having come on for Ford. Teasley now over on the far side. Roanoke back in the man-to-man defense. Vaughn driving on Singleton. Jump hook. Rolls over the rim and drops through. Nice strength by Vaughn as Amponsah come over to help as Vaughn put it on the ground. Amponsah drives, dishes. Singleton left side. Can't find the shot. Largest lead of the game for the Marlins at 4. Ramirez, right side for Singleton. Thinks about a 3. Takes a 3 off the dribble. It's short. And the rebound to Teasley. Marlins closing fast here in the closing seconds of the first half. Woodmore misses a 3 off right. Rebounds loose, picked up by the Maroons. Kessler kept it alive. Ramirez to Amponsah left side. Fakes the jumper. Spins, shoots, and misses the layup. Rebound whipped down by Vaughn. 1:15 to play. Teasley drives, dumps it off Astorga. Shot won't go, but he'll get to the line. Lacey, I think, will get this one. Mitch Andrews is going to give it to Ramirez. That'll be his first. And 6 on Roanoke. So neither team has shot a 1-on-1, a 1-and-1 in this game with 1:11 to go in the first half. Astorga at the free throw line for 2. Cans the first one, give him 4 points on the game. Astorga, a 70% free throw shooter. Makes them both. And he will come out for the last minute of the first half. And Rakeem Davis returns. 44-38, largest lead of the game for Weslyan. Roanoke led through most of this first half by as many as 10 points on a couple of occasions. Ramirez into the offensive zone. Down low for Eco, who's come back on. Pass deflected by Vaughn and intercepted. Leads for Vaughn, running the floor for the layup. How about that? He starts the play by tipping the pass away, runs the floor, beats everybody down court, and scores. 8-point lead for the Marlins. Vaughn, the leading scorer in the game, with 13 points. Ramirez, left side beyond the arc. 16-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Eco backing his way down left side, turns, shoots, misses. Good defense by Vaughn, anticipating that Eco was going to pivot back toward the baseline, back away from the lane. And he was right there to interfere with the jump shot. Marlins can hold for the last shot. 18 ticks remaining. Teasley out near midcourt. Roanoke in man defense right here. Clock down to 7. And Amponsah knocks it away from Teasley, loses it in backcourt, and is called for over and back with 4 seconds left in the half. Teasley claiming he was pushed. Justin Qualls not buying it. So it'll be Lacey to throw in. Roanoke with just under 4 seconds to play. Ramirez near midcourt, goes to Amponsah right side. Can he get it off? No. From the right corner, he could not get the shot off in time. And we are at intermission. The Maroons led by as many as 10 points in the game. They now trail by 8, 46-38 at the half. We'll take this time out and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College.
3.
Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
Hi, my name's Emily Crew, and I'm majoring in business administration with a concentration in accounting. I thought I was going to go to a big school, but when I came and visited the campus, I fell in love, and it seemed like Roanoke picked me. When I came to school, I knew I wanted to get involved. I knew I wanted to rush, but I didn't know which one I wanted yet. I saw the 5 new girls walking around campus. I knew they were a lot of fun, and they were extremely involved, and I knew I could fit in. Looking back, I couldn't be happier with my decision. I've been able to experience new leadership and service opportunities while making friends that will last a lifetime. SciMe focuses on service and giving back. We participate in Salem Ambassadors, a group which works on projects to help our Salem neighbors. We also participate in Relay for Life each year as a sisterhood to raise money for cancer research. We spend the night together on the back quad walking for the cause, participating in activities, and even playing on the inflatable obstacle courses.
1, 2, 3, go!
Another fun activity for me at Roanoke is participating in the intramural games such as flag football and basketball. This year, my team went 6-2 in the flag football, and we went on to win the intramural flag football championship game for the girls. Also, there's so many fun things to do outdoors in the Roanoke Valley. When it's nice and warm outside, I love to go tubing and canoeing. During my sophomore year, I applied to be an internet communications assistant in the public relations office and quickly fell in love with my job. My boss, Whitney Anderson, has really worked closely with me to ensure that I know the ins and outs of all web communications. My favorite aspect of my job is the video production side. We produce videos just like this one. I get to be right in the middle of the production, recruiting students, sitting in on spot checks, and anything and everything that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes I even fill in to be a part of the video.
I don't want it on camera.
The best part is when all the hard work is done and being able to see the final product. It's the most rewarding feeling.
We found the equipment that would help produce and increase your productivity.
This summer, I was able to apply the skills I gained in the classroom by participating in the Roanoke College Innovation Challenge. My team and I created a business plan for a local lady who makes chicken pies out of her basement. We were able to make pies with Lisa and work with her one-on-one to ensure that we were building the business plan of her dreams. We worked round the clock, constantly researching ways to improve her kitchen, whether it was making the process more efficient or reducing her production time. It was extremely important from a business point because it allowed me to see all aspects of a business and how to put it together and how it all comes together in the very end. With the help and the guidance of our program directors, Dr. Mike Smith and Dr. Kevin Baker, at the end of the program, we were able to present our final business plan to real-life investors. I feel like I can tackle any obstacles that come my way. I'm excited for my future. Get involved, meet as many people as possible, but most importantly, have fun. The next 4 years are going to be the hardest, most important, but most enjoyable time of your life. Take advantage of it.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College Sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com. For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. Be sure to catch Roanoke College Sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com. For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
Hi, my name's Emily Crew, and I'm majoring in business administration with a concentration in accounting. I thought I was going to go to a big school, but when I came and visited the campus, I fell in love, and it seemed like Roanoke picked me. When I came to school, I knew I wanted to get involved. I knew I wanted to rush, but I didn't know which one I wanted yet. I saw the 5 new girls walking around campus. I knew they were a lot of fun, and they were extremely involved, and I knew I could fit in. Looking back, I couldn't be happier with my decision. I've been able to experience new leadership and service opportunities while making friends that will last a lifetime. FIME focuses on service and giving back. We participate in Salem Ambassadors, a group which works on projects to help our Salem neighbors. We also participate in Relay for Life each year as a sisterhood to raise money for cancer research. We spend the night together on the back quad, walking for the cause, participating in activities, and even playing on the inflatable obstacle courses. 1, 2, 3, go! Another fun activity for me at Roanoke is participating in the intramural games such as flag football and basketball. This year, my team went 6-2 in the flag football, and we went on to win the intramural flag football championship game for the girls. Also, there's so many fun things to do outdoors in the Roanoke Valley. When it's nice and warm outside, I love to go tubing and canoeing. During my sophomore year, I applied to be an internet communications assistant in the public relations office and quickly fell in love with my job. My boss, Whitney Anderson, has really worked closely with me to ensure that I know the ins and outs of all web communications. My favorite aspect of my job is the video production side. We produce videos just like this one. I get to be right in the middle of the production, recruiting students, sitting in on spot checks, and anything and everything that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes I even fill in to be a part of the video. I don't want it on camera. The best part is when all the hard work is done and being able to see the final product. It's the most rewarding feeling.
We found the equipment that would help produce and increase your productivity.
This summer, I was able to apply the skills I gained in the classroom by participating in the Roanoke College Innovation Challenge. My team and I created a business plan for a local lady who makes chicken pies out of her basement. We were able to make pies with Lisa and work with her one-on-one to ensure that we were building the business plan of her dreams. We worked round the clock constantly researching ways to improve her kitchen, whether it was making the process more efficient or reducing her production time. It's extremely important from a business point because it allowed me to see all aspects of a business and how to put it together and how it all comes together in the very end. With the help and the guidance of our program directors, Dr. Mike Smith and Dr. Kevin Baker, at the end of the program, we were able to present our final business plan to real-life investors. I feel like I can tackle any obstacles that come my way. I'm excited for my future. Get involved, meet as many people as possible, but most importantly, have fun. The next 4 years are going to be the hardest, most important, but most enjoyable time of your life. Take advantage of it.
Welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you as we are underway here in the start of the second half. Virginia Wesleyan with the ball, moving right to left to get things started. Out front, Astorga against Kessler. Spins to the middle, fadeaway foul line jumper. Good. Oh, that was a nasty-looking shot. But he rattled in. Very flat, kind of off balance as he put it up. But quite an athlete, and he gets it to go. Astorga now has 7. And it's a 10-point lead for the Marlins, matching Roanoke's largest lead back in the first half. And Ponsal outside the arc, down low for Eco, and he gets shoved from behind. They had been picking down low, and Ford had to switch out on the much bigger Eco and shoved him in the back as they tried to lob the ball down inside to him. So Ford picks up his second personal foul. And Ponsal will throw in And Ponsah gets the return pass, looks to drive middle. Duck underneath, foul line jumper, yes. Really under control nicely on that play. Got the defender in the air, able to get an open look from about 14 feet out. 48-40, Marlins with the lead and the ball. Humphreys fights through a Vaughn screen out front, now Astorga. Kessler cuts off the possible penetration. Vaughn driving to the basket right side, to the lane, and lays it in. Drove through the Maroons defense there. 50-40, 18 and a half to go in the game. Kessler looking for Eco right side. Going to look to drive, step back, go baseline, get cut off. Out to Eco. Eco down low. Jump hook off the glass and down. He really is talented with that jump hook. He can take it from about 7-8 feet away and still put it up off the glass under control and bank it in. Daniel has 8, and Teasley down inside loses the ball out of bounds. No, touched by the Maroons as Eco went to the ground trying to draw the charge, but Mitch Anders elected not to blow the whistle. Left baseline, it'll be Ford to put the ball in play. They go to Woodmore. Woodmore around Ponsah. Left elbow jumper, no. Drops underneath for Vaughn. And the jump hook won't go. Eco grabs the carom. And Ponsah at the other end. Thinking about a three? No. Going to go out front. Kessler needs some help. Bounce it to Eco at the elbow. Gets it back. Adam driving underneath. Scoops it up and scores. Had his body under the backboard. Was able to reach out with the arm and flick it up off the glass. Kessler with 9. 50-44. Maroons within 6. Astorga driving left, spins middle, jump shot, no good. Eco or Kessler. Let's see, they give it to Eco, helping out Kessler. That's his second. Daniels had foul problems the last few ball games. Just a freshman. He's got 2 in this game. Astorga goes back to the free throw line. 2 for 2 so far today from the stripe. Playing with the navy blue headband. Connects on the first free throw. Astorga had 22 points to lead Virginia Wesleyan in the game down at Virginia Beach earlier this year. 7 of 15 from the field, including 4 of 7 from three-point range. And he hits both free throws in this opportunity. He's got 9. 52-44. Humphreys looking for somebody inside. Gives to Ponsah. Top of the key. Now Eco at the right elbow. Looking for cutters. Finds Humphreys going to the basket. Can't handle the pass. Here's Ford going the other direction. It's a good play. Ford around Eco. Leans in. Reverse layup. Good. Ford. 4 points on the game, and the Maroons throw it away against pressure. That's 2 turnovers in a row, and that has been the Maroons' undoing this year. Let's see what happens the rest of the way if they settle back down. Lead back out to 10, 54-44. 16:57 to play. Inbounding on the near sideline. To Crew, back to Woodmore, down into Vaughn, deep against Eco. And the jumper is good. Old jump hook is good. Vaughn lights it up again. He's got 17 points to lead his ball club. Largest lead of the game for either team at 12. And Ponsah driving on Vaughn will pick up the personal foul on Donald. That's his second, team's second. It'll be Maroon basketball on the side. No, they put it on the baseline. Humphreys will trigger. And they're going to stack at the right side of the lane. Down inside to Eco. Jump hook no good. And rebounded by Ford. Woodmore, 3, right side. Good. Boy, he is so fluid. And the Marlins starting to push the lead out now, up to 15 points. Roanoke was outstanding in the first 15 minutes of the game. And Coach Moore is going to call a timeout to talk this over. This will be a 30-second timeout. Maroons with 4 full timeouts remaining. 59-44, 16-18 to play in the ballgame. Roanoke's next contest will be Wednesday evening down in Emory as the Maroons will take on the Wasps of Emory and Henry at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:45 with our pregame show. Hope you'll join us for that ball game as this 2011-2012 regular season winds down. And the rest of Roanoke's schedule at Randolph-Macon next Saturday. Then they play Randolph here on Wednesday the 15th and finally conclude the season down at Bridgewater on Saturday afternoon, the 18th of February. And the following week will be the ODAC tournament. Opening round games will be played at the schools for the 6 through 11 teams. The first 5 ball clubs get a bye into the quarterfinals. Right now, Roanoke will be on the road as things stand. Hamilton in along with Lacey for the Maroons. Stefan Vulovic spins in the lane and scores over the top of Woodmore. A little jump hook of his own. He's got 5 points, 59-46. Reset the Maroons starting lineup in just a second. Davis on for the Marlins with Crew, Ford, Woodmore, and Astorga. They go in low to Davis, working against Hamilton. He muscles it up and scores right side off the glass. Davis has 3. Hamilton, Lacey, Ramirez, Imponsa, and Vulovic for Roanoke College. Ramirez has Davis on him out top on a switch. They go into Hamilton with a smaller player on him, and Cruz strips the ball on the shot. 2-on-2. Right side, Davis around Ramirez, lays it up and one. The freshman committing the foul. We've seen a number of and one opportunities for Virginia Wesleyan in this game. And Davis now with 5 points. Chance for 6. Davis, we mentioned earlier, 50% from the line this year as Woodmore goes out. Teasley back on. 63-46. Free throw missed, but rebounded by Astorga. And a 3 is good from the left side by Crew. So Crew is now on the board with a 3. And the Marlins steal the ball at midcourt. Astorga down the floor, throws it down. And timeout called as the Marlins up off the bench, chest bumping at midcourt. And the teams head to their benches. This will be a full timeout, I do believe. Roanoke has no more 3s remaining. It is a full timeout. 15:07 remaining in the game. The Marlins have surged ahead, 68-46. We're back in 30 seconds on ESPN Radio.
Hey, that's a great sweatshirt. I guess you're a big fan of Roanoke College basketball. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Roanoke College bookstore. If you get there, they have lots of Roanoke College insignia.
We're still shooting 56%. They're now shooting 62%.
Don't forget school supplies and snacks. It's all at the Roanoke College bookstore. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30 in the Cole Kids Center on campus. The Roanoke College bookstore, a proud supporter of Roanoke College basketball.
Welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you here at the Bass Center. 15:07 to play in the ballgame. The Marlins trailed through most of the first half. In the last 5 minutes or so, took a lead and ended up in the locker room up by 8. They are now up by 22 points, 68-46. Wesleyan shooting 62% for the ballgame. Roanoke very respectable, 56%. Marlins 8 of 15 from 3-point range. And Ponsard drives the lane, gives it off to Hamilton, left baseline from 15, hits it. Jack Hamilton with his first basket of the game. Quickly at the other end, Teasley will drive baseline and get fouled on the drive by Humphreys. No shot. First foul on Humphreys with the push. So Teasley gets 2 here. Has not been to the line so far in the game, and he connects on the first one. Teasley, a 79% free throw shooter. And he makes the second one. Virginia Wesleyan in the second half, 9 of 11 from the field, 70-48. Vulovic on the far side, drives against Crew, goes to the basket, puts it up, does not get the layup, but does draw the foul. And I think they'll give that to Crew, his first, third on the team. So Vulovic will toe the stripe. Stefan from Roanoke Catholic High School, 77% from the stripe so far this year, 10 of 13. Short on the first one. Had 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting down at Virginia Beach for the Maroons. Next one up and rattles in. 70-49. Ford against Humphreys out top. Marlins right to left, second half. Left corner, Teasley open for three. No, short. Rebound, Vulovic. Ahead to Amponsah. Quasi drives, puts it up off balance and scores as he got bumped going to the basket. A little bit off balance. Didn't matter. Quickly the Marlins pushing it the other way. Teasley against Lacey draws the foul as he goes to the hole. It'll be 2 free throws. So Quasi now has 13 points. Clay Lacey has his first personal foul. And we have subs coming in after this first free throw. So Teasley will get another couple here. Taking his time at the stripe. Nets the first free throw. Kessler comes in for Amponsah for the Maroons. Astorga, Woodmore back on, joining, and Vaughn as well, joining Teasley at the line and Crew. Teasley now 3 of 3 from the line, make it 4 of 4. So he does not need the rim on that free throw. Humphreys with some man pressure in backcourt. Hamilton comes down to set a screen. 72-51, under 14 minutes to play. Kessler out high. Looking to drive left side. Spins, in trouble. Throws it out front to Humphreys. Anticipating the spin nicely, the defender, Teasley. Humphreys drives, goes to the basket, stripped and fouled by Crew, his second, and Humphreys will go to the line. And this is where Ethan Humphreys has really struggled. Shooting 2 of 16 for the season from the free throw line, just 12.5%. Right now we have a timeout called with 13:34 to play in the ball game. 72-51. Marlins on top of the Maroons. We're back in 30 seconds on the Maroons Radio Network.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
And the pep band trying to rouse the crowd and the team. 13.5 minutes to play, and the Maroons down by 21 points. Roanoke led through most of the first half by as many as 10 points on a number of occasions. But the Marlins stormed back in the latter portion of that stanza to take an 8-point lead into the locker room. And they have been dominant here in the second half. 72-51 is our score. Ethan Humphreys on the line for a couple right now. Outstanding player at James River High School, Jerry Austin's alma mater. See how he does this time on the line. First one spins in. So Humphreys makes just his third free throw of the season in 17 attempts. Little confidence booster. See if he can knock both of them in. Long on the second one. Hamilton with the offensive rebound. Gives to Kessler. Right side. Drives in. Double clutch layup is good. He has really improved over the latter portion of last season to now. Taking care of the basketball. Making smart plays instead of turning it over. Taking much better shots. Down low, Vaughn. Right side against Hamilton. Double team by Humphreys. Knocks it loose. Humphreys pushes it ahead. Vulovic collects the loose ball. 2-on-4. They'll set it up. 72-54. Kessler out front. Can't shake Teasley. Spins in the middle. Ducks underneath. Flips it up. That's an air ball. And the follow no good by Vulovic, who was wide open. And Teasley tries to throw it off of Vulovic. Does he successfully? No. It's Roanoke ball. And just when I said great things about Kessler, he flips up an underhanded air ball. Obviously jinxed him. It'll be Roanoke basketball. Each team with 4 personal fouls in the second half. And Davis comes in. Vaughn takes a seat. Left to the basket on the baseline will be Amponsah to throw in. And the Marlins switching on the pick, so Hamilton can't get the layup on the inbounds play. Into Kessler instead on the left baseline. In trouble. Finds Vulovic. Pump fake. Goes under the basket. Comes out the other side and misses the layup. Gets his own rebound. Goes to the jump hook. Woodmore blocks that. Rebound into Ford's hands. Marlins look to run. Ford stops. Pops. Knocks down the foul line jumper. Ford with 6. 74-54. Hamilton out front. Now Lacey left side over to Amponsah, right side open for 3. Swish. He is so smooth. He's gotten so much confidence in his offensive game compared to his first couple of years here. 74-57. We approach 12 minutes to play. Teasley. Screen roll with Astorga. And Astorga misses the jumper. Rebound to Vulovic. Ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton will drive on Teasley. Lean in and score. Hamilton with 4 points. The Maroons cut the lead to 15, 74-59. Ford against Amponsah. Davis driving on Hamilton. Goes all the way to the rack. Misses the open shot. Got around Hamilton. Amponsah clears. Ahead to Kessler. Left side behind the back. Spins in the middle and walks with the basketball. Well, I shouldn't have sung his praises. We've had a couple of turnovers here. Couple of ill-advised plays, air ball and a turnover. Vulovic out. Ramirez in for Roanoke. 11:30 remaining in the game. Ford will walk it across the midcourt stripe, get picked up by Ramirez. Get around him, driving, dumping it underneath. Teasley to the basket, drops it in. Timeout called by Virginia Wesleyan, a 30-second timeout.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
Coach Bernard exhorting the players on as they break the huddle. Coach Moyer. It'll be Hamilton, Amponsah, Kessler, Ramirez, and Lacey for the Maroons. Astorga, Ford, Crew, Woodmore, and Vaughn for the Marlins. And Lacey running the baseline against pressure, gets it into Ramirez. Little man pressure here. The freshman into the front court. Give to Amponsah. Quasi brings it right side. Down low for Hamilton. Turnaround jumper, long. Rebound, Vaughn. Right corner, it's Astorga for 3, short. Vaughn with the rebound and putback all in one motion. Playing above the rim. Give him 19 points. 78-59, 10:40 to play. And Amponsah drives left side and gets fouled on his way to the hole, and that may be Ford. Let's see. As Lewis Foreman says, number 3 picks up his 3rd personal. And Impensah will go to the line, 1 for 2 on the game from the stripe. Quasi, 16 points on the ball game. First free throw is good. 7 of 12 from the floor for Impensah in this contest. Woodmore comes in, Ford comes out. And second free throw on the way. Perfect. So Impensah with 8 points to lead Roanoke, 78-61. 10:35 to play. Crew against Ramirez, the freshman from Fork Union. Left side Woodmore now against Impensah. Roanoke's been man this second half, not much zone. Vaughn will drive on Singleton, spin to the middle, go to the left hand and lay it in. 21 points for Vaughn, 80-61. Just too athletic for Logan Singleton. Kessler will bring it ahead against Teasley on the left side. Get a screen from Singleton, drive, go to the layup, and miss it from the left side. Singleton can't corral the loose ball. It was a nice drive by Kessler. He just didn't finish. I actually thought he was going to reverse it. But saw the crack and put it up off the glass, but was short with it. 19-point lead for Virginia Wesleyan. Ranked number 5 in the nation. Have been as high as number 2 this year in the D3Hoops.com poll. Woodmore, right side 3, rims out. Rebound, Ramirez up in the air to pull it away. Maroons are going to make a run. They're going to have to start pretty soon. Singleton, right elbow, out to Impensah. Gets a screen left. Can't get a shot as they switch it. Now Singleton has the ball intercepted from Ramirez. Bad pass by the freshman into a double team down low. They wanted Singleton because of the switch. And out top, a three-pointer by Crew. Crew's second field goal, both threes. He's got 6. The forced pass by Ramirez and wanted to get Singleton on the mismatch as Hamilton loses the ball. Jump ball is called as bodies are on the ground. And the arrow favors Roanoke with 9:08 to go. Marlins match their largest lead of 22 as Davis comes in for Astorga. Kessler to put it in play in front of the scorer's table. Gets Singleton. So now it's Ramirez between the rings. Left side to Impensah, driving on Teasley. Pull-up jumper on the baseline, no. Tip by Kessler is good. Adam Kessler with 13 points. The other end, Woodmore drives, layup no good. Singleton with the foul. It's the second time Logan's been caught with a player double clutching in the air and reaching in and picking up the personal foul, trying to block the shot. So Woodmore will go to the free throw line again, 2 for 2 on the game. And he hits the first. Fico in for Hamilton, Vulovic in for Ramirez. Second free throw is good as well. Singleton inbounds to Impensah. Again, Marlins are showing full court man pressure. But token pressure, really, after the ball's inbounded. Impensah driving right. Leans in against Crew. Doesn't get the shot. Doesn't get the foul. Rebound, Woodmore. Lead pass ahead of the field. Is Vulovic back to intercept it, trying to find Davis. And then Roanoke running the other way. Kessler to Impensah. He gets stripped by Crew, who stepped on the baseline. It'll be Roanoke basketball. The definition of the basketball term scramble right there for both teams. Vulovic hustling back on defense to knock that ball away on the long pass down the floor. Lob into Singleton, right side. Can't get the shot, takes it anyway, misses it. Eco fighting for the rebound with Woodmore is on the ground. We'll get a tied up ball. They're going to call traveling as Davis rolled over on the floor. So luckily break for Roanoke there is they did not tie him up. He rolled over on the floor, and that's an automatic call for the official. 8:09 to play in the ball game. Marlins by 22. Vulovic walks with the basketball off the spot throw, but gets it into Kessler. No whistle. Kessler will take a three, short. Eco with an offensive rebound, tries to throw it off the Marlins and does. Goes off Woodmore, and Roanoke will keep it. Oh no, are they saying it went off of Eco? And saying it is Marlins basketball. So either Daniel jumped with a foot on the baseline, or it went off of him. Crowd has grown quiet, as you would imagine, with the team trailing by 22. It has been a rough year for Roanoke, as Woodmore rims out the jump shot from out front, and we've got a rebounding foul against the Maroons. They'll call Imponsa with the push. That is just his first personal foul. Non-shooting foul. Crew will inbound right of the basket. Looking for cutters, finds Woodmore. Right side drive, pull up, floater is good. So Woodmore now joins Vaughn with 21 points, 16 for Teasley and 11 for Astorga. We talked about that at the top as Imponsa drives, left side, finger roll with the left hand is good. And Imponsa now has 20. 4 players in double figures for the Marlins. Left corner, Davis driving around Eco, reverse layup, yes, and one. Roanoke over to help, but late getting there. They give Eco the personal foul, his third. Davis, his second opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play. Missed the free throw the last time. He's got 7 points. 1 for 3 from the line. Free throw. Good. 90-65, largest lead of the game. 7:14 to play. Imponsa into the front court. Looking to drive, double team, finds Kessler right side. He leans in, goes to the left-hand finger roll, no good. Tip, up and in, I believe that's Singleton. Now they'll give it to Eco. He's got 10. Ford against Vulovic. 3 covering 3. No shot there. They'll give it to Astorga. He'll pull up from the right elbow. Short on that one. Rebound ripped down by Kessler. Left side for Imponsa. Behind the arc. Down low for Singleton against Astorga. Singleton trying to make a move. Goes to the jump hook. No, but he's fouled. I should say the set hook, as he didn't actually jump on that. Astorga's second personal. Should point out that last foul on Eco was Roanoke's 7th team foul, so Marlins shooting the rest of the way. And we have a timeout called. 90-67 our score. Marlins in control. 6:33 to play. We're back in 30 seconds on the Maroons Radio Network.
Roanoke College.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Tough, close ball game until the closing minutes down at Virginia Beach earlier this year. Maroons actually on top by 10 midway through the first half of this ball game, but the Marlins exploded toward the end of the half and went to the locker room up by 8, and they continued their hot shooting here in the second half and lead by a very comfortable 23 points, 90-67 with 6:37 to play. Roanoke's next ball game will be Wednesday evening down in Emory. The Wasps of Emory and Henry welcome the Maroons to the King Center for a 7 o'clock ball game, 6:45 airtime. Hope you will join us for that contest. As we have, after this one, just 4 ball games remaining in the regular season. Maroons looking to get some momentum going into the ODAC tournament. And Singleton at the free throw line curls in the first free throw. That's his first point of the second half. He's got but 7 on the game. 3 for 3 from the line. In and out on the free throw. 3 for 4. Ford at the offensive end against Vulovic, looking down low for Vaughn against Lacey. Ford drives, dishes. Crew wasn't expecting the pass. Left wing, it goes into the Marlins bench. Marlins now with 15 turnovers. Roanoke with just 12. Roanoke is taking care of the basketball. No, that's check that. That is 14 for the Maroons and 13 for the Marlins. Nonetheless, 14 can live with that number as Amponsah drives, ducks underneath. Layup good off the glass. Quasi with 22, averaging 18 per game, leading the ODAC. And he will only improve on that average today. Teasley out front, down low for Vaughn against Lacey. To the middle he goes, to the left hand, and a little spin move with a little jump hook, and Vaughn now with 23. Nobody's been able to handle Astorga inside once he gets the ball down low. 92-70, 5.5 to go. Amponsah, left side, outside 3. Looking down low for Singleton against Vaughn. Dribble drive. Pass to Vulovic, cutting to the basket. Ball's deflected out of bounds by Ford. Roanoke basketball. Astorga and Woodmore will come back in for Crew and Davis. Left baseline into Singleton. Back to Amponsah in the corner. Has the ball deflected away. It goes out of bounds. Roanoke basketball. Amponsah going up for the shot. Teasley got a finger on the ball. Vulovic to throw in. 10 on the shot clock. Amponsah between the circles. Driving. Losing the ball. Picking it up on the baseline. Going to force it up with 1 on the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. Shot clock violation to the Marlins. Weslyan in control, up by 22, 92-70 as Amponsah goes for the steal on Woodmore and picks up personal foul. That'll be the 8th on the team. Second on Quasi, it'll be a 1-and-1 for Woodmore. Woodmore, perfect 4 of 4 from the line. Woodmore, 6 of 10 shooting, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Here's Amponsah down the other end. He's going to get fouled. Going to the basket. Will they count it? Yes. And he'll go to the line. We saw an unbelievable continuation call down at Guilford. Roanoke's the beneficiary on a drive. Got an and 1 on Wednesday night. And Amponsah foul on his way to the hole. Goes to the line for the 3-point play here. Free throw, perfect. So Quasi with 25, 92-73. The lead is under 20 for the Marlins. Just 4:50 to go, however. Ford, right side Teasley now against Kessler. Down low to Astorga against Singleton. To the middle, out to Vaughn, top of the key. And Teasley gets around Kessler, driving hard. I think he was going to slam that down. Kessler strips it away. It goes off the baseline. He was winding up, and that's why he brought the ball low, I think, to go up for the slam. And it's Marlins ball off the baseline left. Shot clock at 15 to Vaughn in the middle. Amponsah fouls him. The ball goes in, and Vaughn will go to the line. Donald Vaughn having a career day here. 25 points and a chance for more. And he's done it in both halves. Had 13 in the first half, and if he makes this, he'll have 13 in the second. Vaughn has developed so well for the Marlins over the course of his career. Makes the free throw. a scarce time as a freshman. More of a role player last year, has become a force in this season. Kessler out front, looking to drive left side. Spins to the middle, goes to the basket, and puts it up and in. Adam Kessler, a new career high, 15 points, breaking the old one set against Goucher earlier this year. That was a 14-point game for number 14. Teasley gets a screen to the foul line. Airballs the jumper, wide open. Then Amponsah loses the rebound out of bounds. And the Marlins are going to call a timeout here with 4:01 to play. On top, 95-75. We'll take the break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Does your company need banquet or meeting room facilities? If so, have you thought of the Salem Civic Center? Maybe you should. Does the Salem
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac & Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
Welcome back. Rick Seidel rejoining you along with my stage manager Nathan Seidel, keeping us cued in on out cues and coming back. Appreciate his help today. Also some stats over the course of the ball game. And if we have a second, let's check in on what's going on in college basketball. As UVA was in action earlier. And we'll get some top 25 scores here in just a second. Get you up to date. Wesleyan basketball off the baseline. And Virginia and Florida State, 58-55. Virginia falls by 3 down in Tallahassee. Here it's the Marlins on top, and Teasley throws up a shot. We'll get a blocking foul called as Amponsah goes to the ground. And that may be his fourth. Yep. Other scores for you. Georgetown at number 14 all over South Florida, 75-45. Wisconsin loses to Ohio State at home. The third-ranked Buckeyes, 51. Number 20, Wisconsin, 47. Oh, I'm sorry. Check that. There's a 3.5 minutes to play with Ohio State on top by 1 now, 51-50. Free throw missed by Teasley. Teasley with 16 points so far. And Syracuse defeated St. John's. That ball game was yesterday. Was that yesterday? 95-70. Missing both free throws. Lacey clears. Amponsah out front. Driving on Teasley. Cut off. Out to Vulovic. Now Barrett Hunter's on the floor for Roanoke. They go into Singleton, tipped out to Hunter. Singleton wants it back. Hunter can't get it to him. 9 on the shot clock as Lacey spins to the middle. He's cut off, can't get a shot off. 5 to shoot. Amponsah launches the 3, short. Rebound Vaughn. Woodmore looking to run. Maroons are back on D, however. Teasley will drive to the middle. Lacey, and he gives to Vaughn, who lays it in. Lacey caught by the Vaughn screen. Vaughn now with 28. As Amponsah drives, scoops it up. Will they count it? Yes, and 1. And they'll give Teasley the personal foul. So Amponsah now with 27, a chance for more. Amponsah this year, 5 20-plus point ball games as Coach Macedo is starting to empty his bench. Milton Clemens, number 52, has come in. Number 10, Aaron Clark, number 42, on for the Marlins. And that's Colby Hurd. 12, Brevin Lyon. So emptying the bench here. Greg Montgomery, number 34, also on the floor now for Weslyan. He handles out front. Marlins moving the ball around the perimeter in no hurry. Clark gives it off. Hurd. Now Lions will launch. Missed the long jumper from the right side. Rebound Hunter. Under 2.5 to play. 97-77. Lacey and Vulovic working out top. Singleton, left side three. Yes! So Singleton in double figures with 10. And we've got subs as Coach Moyer is going to empty his bench. And it will be Alex Wendt, number 42, freshman center. Tyler Akers, number 23. Colby Shorter, 32. Vulovic remains on the floor along with Hunter. 17-point lead for the Marlins. Roanoke led most of the first half. Marlins came through with an 8-point lead by halftime, and they have not looked back in the second half. And Lions looking down low for Hurd, kicked away by the Maroons. And Connor Toomey is going to come in for Vulovic. So Coach Moyer has used every available player in this game. Lions and Hunter working each other over. Lions drives, dishes inside. Montgomery fouled on the layup attempt. Shorter or Hunter, we'll see which. Oh no, they give it to Toomey. Montgomery with the free throw, it's short. .147 remaining in the contest. And to its credit, the crowd is not left. Ball in and out on the second free throw. Tipped off the end line. They will award the ball to the Maroons. But not a lot to cheer about after the first half of this one. Kind of the opposite of the game played down in Virginia Beach, where it was very close. Shorter's three is long, where it was close until the end of the ball game. This one was close at the beginning of the ball game, and then the Marlins blew it open as the Virginia Wesleyan subs turned the ball over on the pass down the floor. Jimmy Bradshaw, there was one other eligible Maroon player. Bradshaw has come in for Roanoke. And Wendt has come out. Hunter brings it across the timeline, double teamed. And the ball stolen away from Akers from pass from Toomey. On the other end, Montgomery gets fouled hard by Hunter. He'll have to earn him at the line with 1:08 to go. So Montgomery will go to the free throw line. Virginia Wesleyan leading the league and 9-1, about to become 10-1 on the season. And Montgomery short on the first free throw. Roanoke at the bottom of the standings in the ODAC. Just 2 victories so far on the year in conference play against 8 losses, about to become 9. About to become 10. Check that. We got an old report here. So the Maroons to inbound here, down by 17. Just over a minute to play. Cole Shorter thinks about a 3, gives it up. Hunter open left corner from 18, short. Marlins rebound. Long pass down the floor. And Hurd will get fouled going to the hole. As Wesleyan going for the home run, up by 17 with 45 seconds to go. So Hurd bricks the first one. 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so Marlins will get one more possession here, although they don't need it. 97-80 our score. Second free throw is good. Akers trying to find somebody. Finally, Hunter. Marlins continuing to pressure man-to-man. Now looking to trap once they get across half court. Shorter open from the left side for three. That one spins home. Colby Shorter's first points of the game. 30 seconds to go. And Roanoke with the steal. 18 seconds to go in the game. And Toomey, a line drive three. That's no good. And the Marlins will just run the clock out with 5 seconds to go. Buzzer, ball game. 98-83. The Marlins defeat the Maroons. And Virginia Wesleyan improves to 18-2 on the season, 10-1 in ODAC play. They sit atop the league standings. Roanoke, on the opposite end of the score here, and the standings, 6-14 overall, 2-10 in conference action. Right now, we'll take this timeout and be back with our post-game show. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Sunday, February 5th.
3 minutes at least here.
We're on for the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan.